Mini peppers. They're delicious.
I like those.
So do I. I bought 2 jars last night.
And we are live and direct.
The name begins with a P, right?
No, those aren't pepperoncinis. Those are different.
Peppercini.
Yes, those are different.
So
those ones are
hot?
delicious too. Yeah. Yeah, the pepperoncinis you can get like sweet, mild, and hot. These are only hot.
Those are the little chili peppers you get at the burger joints in LA.
Mm-hmm.
What did you call them?
Aren't they pepperoncinis? Pepperoncinis?
Peppercinis.
Peppercini.
Not
Peppercini.
Listen.
I like anything in vinegar.
Same.
I love vinegar.
Same.
Yo. We got some people coming on. If you guys are coming on, drop a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. And drop a sobriety date.
Holy crap. I better grab my phone.
Yeah. If you guys can, share the live out. Let's see. Runaway Wolfo says hi.
Runaway Wolfo.
Chuck, so for anybody that's watching, Chuck left to go get food, and I think he got kidnapped because he never came back.
He's coming over here to get some of the shrimp you made.
For real though, he goes. He says that what was it, Higgy? They have like a streetcar out there.
Yeah.
He goes. Yeah. He goes. I'm gonna go eat from like the taco, the whatever streetcar, and he never came back.
Yeah, where's Chuck?
He's being held for ransom because he's American.
Lucas says hi. This is Lucas from Indianapolis.
Hey, Lucas, I'm in Anderson, Indiana.
Haley says, "LOL, he got kidnapped." Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
oh my!
There he is. He's back.
What
happened to you?
We said you got kidnapped. We were like, we were like, Chuck went out and he got kidnapped.
Well, damn near. So I went a minute away to get a smoothie and some food. They didn't have food, so just a smoothie, and my tire's flat. So then it's like it turns into this like shit show, you know. And somebody takes me over to here. This guy's helping me out. It takes him 15 minutes to come answer the door. Fine, it's Saturday morning here. And then like another 20 minutes to start looking at my tire. It's like nobody even tried putting air in the damn thing, but I can't communicate this because I lost my phone the other day. So I don't even have my translator. Right?
Oh shit. You should have had Sonny come in here and start everything.
Well, no kidding, right? You know, pay him enough. Jeez, right? So anyway.
I left to go pick her up and
I killed my smoothie while I was waiting for Buddy to finish rolling his morning joint. So then finally, I shit you not. And then finally, he's getting to work on it. I'm like, dude, I got to go. And I'm like trying to communicate. Like, I have to go right now. I can't, like, I'll come back with money, whatever. And fine. And I'm asking his buddy, will you drive me? Nope. They break out this other, I'm not even done. Like, just check this shit out. So they break out this other scooter. He's going to drive me. The battery needs to be replaced. Oh, but before we replace the battery, it's time for a second fucking joint. If you can imagine. Like, this is actually happening, right? I'm like, really? And I'm watching this play out in front of me thinking, I can't complain because I'm just going to seem like a psycho, right? So in any event, I got to ride back. Now I have to take Sonny's sidecar back when I'm done here and go pick up the bike in that. So Sonny's not going to be happy. He does not like me pulling away with that unit when he's not in it. So anyway.
Bro, oh my gosh. I came back and I'm like, Higgy's kicked out of here. Rachel's the only one on. And I'm like, Chuck's not back yet? What the hell?
I know, right? Not like, man, I'm like in full-blown panic mode because I don't do late for, like, I just don't. It's not my thing, right? That's a Jared thing. We've established that. So,
Chuck, we thought you died. I'm so glad you're here.
Well, you know,
maybe that's a good topic for tonight, you know, changing old habits and patterns and trying to be punctual for a change.
Right? Doing what you say and saying what you do, right? You know, huge, super important stuff, right? Super important stuff.
So real quick, we got a bunch of people that came in. Amanda Chapman says hello.
Hello.
Let's see. Jennifer Northington says, hey, everyone.
Hey,
what's good?
Hey.
If you guys are good, Juggernaut says hi. So if you guys are tuning in, please share the live out if you can, wherever you're at. Drop a comment, let us know. Drop some recovery dates, some sobriety dates. It's not going to fit in there, babe.
Let us know where you're watching from.
Let us know where you're watching from. We are
right away.
Yo.
Right away, Jared comes out with a
One,
bad comment.
three,
Say just like that. It's not
6.
going to fit in there, babe. He says, "Yeah."
We're on 6 platforms right now, so it's not going to fit in there, babe. I mean, that's not a bad problem. Jesus. No, we're not doing this, Chuck. We're not.
Hi,
doing
Chuck.
this with
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Brianna? Hey, been a while. Been a minute. Yeah.
So, Rachel, is she buffering for you?
Yes, I think she may be switching to her phone. Hey, there she is.
I know she was. All right. We were wondering.
We
All right.
we were reminiscing prior to getting coming on air, and Rachel and I have known each other for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
We've been part of the online recovery community for years. Probably over a decade at this point.
Since 2017, when I started getting into this, like a long time.
Wow.
We've seen a lot, Ziggy and
I can only imagine.
Yeah, the changing of the guard, as you could say.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
I believe it.
I mean, the evolution of online recovery has just been phenomenal recently. There's more camaraderie now. We were talking about this prior. There's more camaraderie in the online community these days than years prior, because people turned their platforms into competitions. They didn't want to collaborate with other people. Just a lot of ego, a lot of people that wanted attention and weren't really putting out good content, weren't providing, the things we look for in recovery.
Yeah. No kidding, right? I'll speak to that for a quick minute. The collaboration thing, and I found now, Higgy, that I'm coming across more and more like just wonderful content creators that want to collaborate, right? One of the things that really blows my mind still is how many and I'll never say names because that would be beneath me or anybody else on this program, but it's how unwilling some people are to do so much as share something or to like or to, you know what I mean? Like the little things.
Like it's going to take away from them. Like this is all mine. And
it absolutely blows my mind.
This is not mine or yours. It's ours. This
is
ours.
Right. Yeah. For example, I dedicate a portion of every single day to sharing other content creators' content. Right. It's like, and I do it off my peak hours because, when hey, we do have to be somewhat selfish, right? You know what I mean? But and I focus on people with a smaller following than mine because of values of recovery, right? You want to bring people to where you are and beyond, right? So why wouldn't you put some time into helping other people out? And so I get really frustrated by kind of the complete polar opposite of that mentality sometimes. And I just I don't know.
It's a turnoff.
It's a turnoff. A year, but
I mean, that's why this is a community. It's like it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Damn straight.
Many villages sometimes. And I've been that child, in a lot of situations where people had to pour into me to get me to where I'm going, and pick me up and stick their foot in my butt when I needed it. It's
no
a community.
Kidding.
I need all the support I can get. I need varying points of perspective and feedback, because I share this with my clients all the time. If I had all the answers up here, I would have figured this out a long time ago, right? The answers are not up here. I mean, I'm not that powerful.
No.
Hey, let me run this intro real quick before we get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you, Haley.
We got to try to stay on track tonight.
Hello, Haley.
All right. I'm gonna run this intro and
Small fish.
we'll be right back after this short brief.
My heart, Haley.
Rest in peace, Earl Van.
Yes.
Anyway.
Earl Van.
Ma Van, if you happen to be watching, every single time, my heart goes out to you.
Yes.
That's powerful.
Yeah. It is.
So let me look and see what comments that we have in here really quick. So, do we have a topic for tonight, Chuck? Like officially?
No, I don't know. I'm not showing up when you're supposed to. I don't fuck. Right?
Punctuality.
Smoke 2
going
joints
to-
in the morning.
Going to eat.
Smoke 2 joints.
Going to eat freaking monkeys. Higgy said you had to go kill the monkey to eat it.
Monkey on a stick, dog.
Monkey on a stick.
Oh, Jesus, hey, no, none of that going on here. There is some monkeys not far from here, but they're not the type. Well, I mean, what type does a monkey does one eat? I suppose, right? But yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're anyway. Yeah. Mystery meat though. There's a lot of mystery meats. I don't know what I'm eating most of the time. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
you don't speak the language, too, so that I get that.
Yeah, right. It's so what I do. The first words I learned when I got to Thailand were "my pet," which means not spicy.
Yep.
Right, because I don't do spicy. Like I don't eat barbecue chips. That's how don't spice like not spicy. I eat like it's crazy.
Did you say my pet?
My
Pet. That's how you say. Yeah, right. So like I woke up to all these little roadside
Don't eat
cafes.
my pet.
I walk up to these little roadside things. I'm like, my pet. And they go, yeah, and they point out what's not spicy. And that's what I ordered. Half the time I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm okay with that. Figure if it's not killing the locals, it's not going to kill me. Right. So whatever. And usually it's really good. World class, fresh food available, so cheap here all the time. It's amazing. Right. Yeah.
Hey, let me read this comment. We got it. This is gonna be a good topic starter.
You want to have Chuck read
Okay. Okay.
Chuck, read it.
Which one's
Do
that?
it.
Oh, from Dana Tobin.
Yeah.
Sober, or what I call sober, for 8 years for my baby, and I had cancer while pregnant. Ooh, chemo during pregnancy, then surgeries to remove my breasts, then radiation treatment, then injection and pills, and so much more. Also, withdrawing at the same time from my prescription, Xanax. Ooh,
That's a lot.
That's your current situation. That's challenging.
Yeah.
what about that is not challenging? That puts
Everything.
all of the problems into perspective, right? Everything.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Well,
Good for you, Dana.
One thing
Right.
after
Right.
another.
hopefully you're in
Yeah.
remission and keep pushing. Definitely.
She's
Keep
sober 8 years
pushing. Awesome.
after enduring all of that is what I got from that.
Yeah.
But that's my impression as well, right?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Wow. That's just so yeah. Sober
That
years,
is the definition of perseverance, right?
right? Resilience of the human spirit. Right there.
Resilience, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I have a quick question to throw out there. If Blair is still here,
I think Blair is.
Blair, do you want to drop in the comments what you messaged me before? Do you want to talk about it with everyone?
Is this
Or do you
Blair
want
from
to keep that?
South Dakota? Is it Blair
Yeah,
from South
that
Dakota?
there.
Blair and Melanie?
I think we all
Blair-
got it. I think
yeah,
we
Blair,
all got
Melanie,
a message earlier.
Wending?
Yeah.
I
Well,
know Chuck
that's-
got one.
Yeah, I posted up the message. I left his name out of it at that point because he hadn't agreed to it. But that's a follower of all. There he is, right there. Hey,
Blair
Blair.
right there.
If so we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
I just
So-
figured, he wants to, obviously wants to talk about it. So it's
Yeah, relapse,
this
right?
would be the
Tell on
perfect
yourself.
place to talk about it,
Tell on yourself, right? And I did ask Blair if we could pray for him. And keeping in mind, I'm not a Christian, but I think it's important to acknowledge that so many people are. In our conversation, I'd asked him if it was okay if maybe threw a prayer out for him. See, he reached out to say that he
Absolutely.
relapsed, right? So
Yeah, and when I told him, I had said, at least you recognize that accountability to be able to say something
Do you
and
want to know
reach
what's
out.
insane? I said the same thing.
Really? That was the first thing that I said was like, I am proud of you for
We talk
realizing
too
that and
much.
taking the accountability to tell on yourself.
I said, well,
essentially.
reaching out and being accountable is a great first step.
Exactly.
It's so fucking generic.
It takes a lot of
Jesus.
it takes a lot of courage to do something like that.
absolutely.
To tell on yourself,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an extensive history with relapsing, so
Oh yeah, are you?
key,
The,
And I mean, I wanna-
the key for me was owning it,
Mhm.
telling somebody I trusted about it, so I didn't have to lie anymore and just get back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not easy. Once we feed that demon, it wants more.
Yeah.
Wants
yeah,
more.
it does. Yep.
Well, and then the other thing, we know relapse doesn't just happen overnight. Like there's, and that was, like, okay, like what was the circumstances that, that you were going through, and that's something we need to be aware of as in our recovery is it just doesn't happen overnight. And so we got to start realizing it and getting ahead of it.
Yeah. And I mean, this doesn't just go to Blair, it goes to anybody else that's watching. Even if Blair is still in his relapse, everybody's welcome here.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be sober, clean, in
Absolutely.
recovery, nothing. You can still be using in active addiction. Everybody is welcome here, and you do not have to introduce yourself as I'm still not like, or, I'm using, I'm not sober, can I be here? Stuff like that. Everybody is welcome here, and you do not have to identify yourself with what point of, your addiction you're in.
Exactly.
Travis,
with it.
No, go ahead.
Austin's in
Higgy.
the house.
Travis Ball said,
No.
I'm late like normal. What's the topic? We don't have a topic.
We're figuring it out, Travis. I think it's relapse.
Pretty sure.
I think it's relapse, Travis. Well, and I just want to touch too, like on relapse. This is my first long stint of being real. I call it real sober because every time I was in these crazy relapse, because I was always cheating. I was never like really doing it. I was cheating. I wasn't working in a program. I was like sneaking things here. I was hanging out still in trap houses. I was not doing the things I was supposed to be doing, and pretending to be sober in meetings just so other people would be proud of me. And so like it's hard to tell on yourself because like that shame is there. Like you really want your peers and your people, even if you're full of crap, you still want them to be proud of you. And you're like, oh, I found something for people to be proud of me for. And then it's like, but it's all a lie. It's all.
And I think it goes back to what Higgy was saying before too, like, how the both of you like join the recovery scene in the community and how things are. Like everyone's in competition, you're worried about this person, you're worried about that person. And I think that same shame, guilt, and, fear goes into holding yourself accountable.
But I can tell you myself, so I'm not a 12-stepper now, and that's not because of any real choice. It was just a logistics thing. I still believe very much in the program and everything that it has to offer. So I'm just not as a matter of circumstance more than anything. But when I cracked 30 days, I think I was at 34 days for the first time ever as an adult, ever. I'm 46 years old. I had never gone 30 days sober, right? When I did crack it, we're going to mesh a couple topics here. I started a blog called Recovery of LaFlange, and it was immediately hugely successful. I had thousands of people paying attention with inside a week. It was nuts. It was just some weird anomaly. When I relapsed, the idea of saying zero again not only ended that platform for me, it also ended my time in the rooms. I couldn't go back and say zero. The shame of it was awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Which is why to this day, I don't count. If you ask me what my time is, I have to look at a calendar every single time. Right? And I'll do the math real quick. So today I can tell you I'm 14 months and 3 days. But because I can do the math.
Congratulations. What is your date?
October 21st last year.
October 21st. I'm 12/9.
Year before, I should say. Sorry, now I guess, right? 12/9, December 9th. Yeah. So,
can I brag for a second real quick?
Of course you can.
Come on.
My sobriety date. Well, Higgy, congratulations to you for just passing your sobriety date, making another year.
No kidding.
Mine is, I will have 4 years on Tuesday, 2/27.
Ooh,
Yay!
woot, woot.
Go
Congrats to
Joe!
Brianna. Absolutely.
Very
I'm gonna
nice.
do some.
Remember
4
that.
years.
I gotta get me one of those.
It'll be 4 years off of illicit substances and 2 years and 2 months since I've last dosed on Suboxone.
Good for you.
So
Really, really good for you. Yeah.
the milestones.
Yeah, Suboxone is a hard thing, man.
Yeah. I taper low and slow, and I detox off of it in jail.
Oh.
My final last little thing, but things happen.
Hey, Brian, I love you.
The world
Yeah,
pushes
what's up,
us to where we need
Brian?
to be. So I detox off of 4 milligrams of Suboxone in jail. but I was already
That's awesome.
tapering. So I was like, why am I going to get out and start using it again? Like, I've already gone through the worst. Like, let's just
Right.
keep riding it.
Right.
So
Yeah,
cool.
no kidding.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jail was the only way I could get sober. I'm one of those girls.
Like I said, I was already tapering. It just, I got picked up on a warrant 4 hours away. My medicine was in my house. I spent 12 days out there.
Yeah.
I didn't get my medicine. So why am I going to come home and pick up Suboxone after not taking it for 12 days?
Which unfortunately for many people that are getting out of jail or getting out of prison, that's the last thing. It's time to make up for lost time.
Well, I refused
absolutely.
it. They told me I could take it while I was in jail, and I was like, no, because I knew I was going to be without it for an extended period. So might as well detox while I'm locked in a cell.
Yeah. Okay.
Miserable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to eat the crappy food, so it's almost like a double win.
Yeah. Just bread, butter, and sugar. That's all I ate.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't miss is holding cells and
Like you said, Chuck, like jail
and bunk beds and
yeah.
Jail normally gets people sober. Like, I think back to it, like I said, I was already tapering off of it. I was already working towards getting the Vivitrol shot. Like, that was my end goal. The beginning of the year, I started off at 24 milligrams. By December, I was down at 4 milligrams. My end goal was to be on the Vivitrol shot. So the universe works the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I sit here and think sometimes, would I still be tapering? Would I be on 0.5 milligram? Would I be on something else right now? But I don't have to think about that because, I fucking did it.
You made
the world
choice.
was like, here, we're going to kick you off the cliff. This is what you want. We're going to get you there faster.
Lorena said, I really need to talk to someone. I need someone to hear me. You got all these people here. Drop it.
Message any one of us. You can message in right now. You can, whatever you're comfortable with, Lorena. Right? Absolutely.
Dana said, as soon as I got sober, self-care kicked in. I lost 60 pounds, started taking vitamins and making my skin perfect. It's a good distraction. 8 years on December 18th.
I'm kidding, eh?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's good stuff.
Woot.
Yeah.
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 Thinking about life changing. I was going to ask you before, Chuck, off topic again. My fucking brain's everywhere. Have you noticed a difference going from like eating in Canada to eating the food in Thailand? Because I know you said like it's
cats and dogs.
It's easier, it's cheaper, it's less expensive to eat healthy there.
Okay. Hey, Jared, that's mildly racist. Cut it out. Okay.
At least he didn't say an elephant.
Right. Yeah. No kidding, right? Like, okay, maybe more than mildly. It's bordering. You're towing the line up blatantly, right?
Okay.
So anyway,
I bet.
Just answer the question, Chuck.
My pet.
My bad.
As far as my health goes, I think yes, but there's so much that goes into that. It's not just the food. But that said, processed food here is much more expensive than fresh food is.
Yeah,
much more. So I can't afford to eat like I did back home. There's no way. Right? For the same budget, I eat a ton of fresh food, and it's all fresh. Because right? It's
I love that
fresh food at the supermarket is much more expensive than it is fresh food on the street. It is much cheaper to eat out than it is to go to the store and grocery shop.
What about fruit? Do you get like those like exotic fruits from Thailand?
Yes. And every fruit here tastes it's like bananas they're my go-to. I fucking love bananas, right? I roll around naked in bananas. I fucking love them. So like a banana smoothie, I have 2 every single day, right? But fucking love bananas. Anyway, they taste like dessert here, right? All of the fruit tastes like dessert. It's totally different. It's so wonderful. And you get all the exotic stuff too. Most of the time, again, just like the meat, I don't even know what the hell I'm eating. Well, that looks good. Let's try that. So yesterday, I went to go get a smoothie. My regular smoothie plug was out, so I had to go.
My smoothie plug.
So I went to the mall to try the new Connect. Yeah. They were out of bananas. I was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, who's
in your pocket? Did you smuggle them in?
This guy got to kill to get a smoothie, right? So I said, "Surprise me!" And she grabbed because the way they display it is in the clear cups. They just have fruit piled up in these cups. And you pick one, right? So I said, that surprised me. I don't even know what the hell I had, but it was really good. Yeah. Right? So it wasn't bananas.
I love fresh fruit, vegetables. I'm a country boy. I love stuff
Picking
from
off
the
the
garden.
trees.
Yeah.
You would
I was
love
absolutely
that here,
amazed
man.
when I moved to California and I seen like lemon bushes and lime bushes in people's like front yards. I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, and I was a big drinker at this time, so I drank Corona with some lemon and lime every day. I would put them in my
Yeah.
pockets and put them in the van, and
Taking
Just
it
see
from your
myself
neighbor's
after 6 tequila
shrubbery.
shots, drunk, climbing over the fence to steal your limes,
Listen,
right?
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
that
the
guy.
trees were
Yeah.
the best. I lived in LA too. I loved that.
yeah, I did. I sold Kirby's, so I went door
Loved
to
my
door.
lemon tree.
So if I seen a bush
Yeah.
on somebody's front, on their lawn, I just put one in my pocket when I was leaving.
So
Well, of
so
course
in
you
in,
did.
in
Thanks, Ed.
Phoenix, I had in my backyard, I had a tree that had grapefruit on one side and
Ooh.
Oh, that's
oranges on the other side. I had a lemon tree and I think an apple tree, but it was really cool because they had the tree that was spliced together. So one fruit was on one side and the other fruit was on the other.
That is
that's
super
so
cool.
rad.
Yeah.
I love
dope.
fruit.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
lemon tree in California in Long Beach. We had a lemon tree in the backyard.
I picked some oranges off your grandma's tree last year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when I went
In
out there,
Phoenix, my grandma has an orange tree
right in our
in
backyard.
her
Yes.
backyard, and those ones
Okay.
are really good.
They
Do
weren't.
you, do
in,
you
they,
miss
You don't see here. I haven't seen an orange since I got to Thailand. Never even
Wait,
thought about that. So just
really?
now.
What, Higgy?
What about grapes?
do you miss Phoenix
Lots
at
of
all?
grapes. Lots of grapes. Yeah.
Yes and no. It's home. That's home. That's where I grew up. That's my old stomping grounds. But I don't know. It's just kind of people, places, things.
I think it's cool that you and I both have a history in Phoenix.
Yeah. Right.
When
That's
when
what
you were
I-
out there ripping and running, was Tent City open?
Yeah. Yep. Tent City, Joe Arpaio and
Joe Arpaio.
and the pink underwear and all that.
socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thermal
Wow.
underwear in the
Seems
winter when
not Joe.
you're living outside in army tents.
Yeah. So what Higgy's referring to is that there's in Phoenix there's Tent City, and so literally it's where the inmates go, and it's just literally they're outside in tents, and the sheriff at the time made them wear pink underwear and pink socks and
Pink handcuffs.
pink
Everything was
handcuffs.
pink.
and they slept literally like heat, winter, whatever, all in the just the outdoor in the tents. It was crazy. So
Picture a large prison-like yard with gravel and dirt, a gun tower, multiple layers of fence around it, and they had these large cement slabs with green rubber army tents on them. And in the winter, they put the flaps down. They have little heaters in there. And in the summer, they just lift the flaps up, had these giant fans. But everybody lived outside. They had indoor showering and porta potties.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, I
is it
remember seeing that
reminding
on
me
the
of
news.
Human Centipede?
That was all over the news, like all over North America, right?
Yeah.
That was a
I was
big
there
stew.
for a race riot one time. It was crazy.
No
Hey,
kidding.
so Lorena, she keeps messaging out.
I think she's commenting back and forth with someone.
Well, I'm just saying. So yeah, if you need to message somebody, I know she's talking about messaging Dana, but message any one of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. 100%.
Brian says we have an avocado tree in our
I'd
yard.
love an avocado tree.
Oh my
Me
gosh.
too. That would be
Me
awesome.
too.
Yeah,
I love
like that's
avocados.
life.
Second to bananas. I love avocados.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
avocados are life.
Mhm.
Hey, does somebody want to set up Lorena in a group chat with people? Get her some support.
Yeah, because she definitely she needs some support out there. I mean,
I'm gonna delegate that one out to Brianna. That kind of seems like your thing to do the stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop over to Rachel's live so I can grab her.
Lorena,
Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
this is the absolute best thing about doing live feed videos. People need help; they can reach out. There's support right here in the comments. It's awesome. I love it.
Okay,
Brianna's
It's in real time.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
Brianna's gonna hop over there and grab you, Lorena.
And if anybody else wants
Yeah.
to be added to it, just drop me and I'll go through.
You
do
can
it,
put me
so
in
do it
there.
on Messenger.
Really in there. We'll be in there.
Why
Jenna-
would I put you in there, Rachel? I mean, she
I
only
don't
came
know.
she came to your platform and commented on it. Like,
Whatever.
to leave you
She's
out.
Jeez,
watching my
Rachel.
dog.
Do you narcissist much, Rachel? Jeez, right? Can we get back to like, making it all about me, please? That'd be great.
Because
Yeah,
that's Chuck. Everything's all
Guys,
about him.
listen.
yeah.
Dana says, please add me in there.
Listen, Linda.
So
Listen here.
Yo,
Almost saw a
listen.
neck bob there. I was
How do
like,
we
yeah,
go from
right, yeah.
how do we go from relapse to talking about avocado trees and shit?
I'm pretty sure we went to talking about Chuck wanting to swim in banana boats.
Yeah.
Banana boats now. Banana boats. Banana hammocks. Banana hammocks.
Banana-
That's a banana hammock. It's
Roll-
a
no,
banana
sorry.
hammock.
Roll around in a bunch of bananas. I'm pretty sure that's where we went. And then we
The
went
answer
back
to your
to
question, though,
avocado.
Jared,
Banana and jelly.
That was a
Jello.
bad visual. That was a bad visual.
Well,
You visualized it though. So
all up
me
in the
there?
bananas. Ooh. Yeah. Jared, the answer to your question is unfettered ADHD. That's how, right? That's how the conversation is.
That's why we never have a solid topic anymore. We
No.
did when we first started this. Our
sorry,
first
guys.
like 6 weeks, we were like on point, like on topic. We had it, and then we just kind of just let it go, which is cool because this is the way we do it.
Can you spell Lydia's thing for
Lydia
It's
is
ad-lib.
LYDIAS.
LYDIAS, Love LLC.
In the live feed.
We're
So
coming for you, Lorena.
She's
Higgy.
working on it. She's working on it.
Ooh, hold
We
on.
got you, sister.
Cancel. I want to
Higgy, my co-host on the Weekend Ramble is Dr. Lisa. She's a psychiatrist up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, who her brother suffered an addiction for well over 2 decades. She quit her job as an oil field engineer to go back to school, become a psychiatrist, so she could further understand her brother's struggle. And she's she's in the chat. There she is. She just said to me, she went down the Higgy rabbit hole a couple weeks ago, and she digs your brand. So here she is in the chat. Say hi to Lisa, right?
Hi, Lisa.
Yes.
I love making new friends.
Which means that's if I don't invite you onto the Weekend Ramble, I'm going to have trouble. So we're going to have to talk about getting you on there.
What's
and
a
then,
ramble? Is that what
Okay.
I think it is?
Shameless plug. Ask Awesome Podcast does 3 episodes a week, right? Which is down from 6, believe it or not.
Gotta
Fuck,
plug
I do
himself.
not miss those days, right?
Oh my
I gotta
God.
plug myself. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. 6 was just like, yeah. Anyway, we do 3 episodes a week. We do Kaleidoscope Wednesday with my therapist friend, who's just an amazing experience. Rachel's invited on for this week for that one. We just did that with Haley. If you caught any of that, that was Kaleidoscope Wednesday with Ryan. And then the Weekend Ramble is with Dr. Lisa and myself and 1 or 2 more panelists. And we talk about whatever comes up, right? So her lens, Lisa, you're one of my favorite people in the world. She's just dropping a high Higgy to you there. The lens in which she sees things is unique in so many ways. She has a massive heart. She's so intelligent. She's so compassionate. I just absolutely love that woman. She's
a doctor.
Yeah, she's a psychiatrist. Yeah, specializes in addiction.
That's awesome.
It is, isn't it? Right. Like talk about next level. You know,
I wish my brain worked like that.
Right?
I wish my brain worked half the time.
I can't even remember to take my medication that helps me remember. And these people are out there doctoring other people for fuck's sakes, right? You know?
The audacity of them to be better.
Listen,
That's a good thing. Some people are. Jared,
this week was absolute dog shit. So
Why?
this is nice. It was just a really shitty week. I actually canceled.
Dana's comment.
I actually canceled like all of our podcasts for this week. I had to push and reschedule. It was one of those weeks that was just completely off. Between me and her, between everything, and so
Put our business out there.
I'm not putting our business nowhere.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, but
Jared, the correct response is you're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
sorry.
right, I'm
It'll
wrong,
never happen
babe.
Again. Okay. Yes.
no, it's just saying it was just a crappy week.
Argument over.
It's just a crappy week, and so
When 2 people live together, it's going to be difficult to get along
This
100% of the time.
Well, I think
Yes.
too. Like, isn't it just last week that you decided to go down from 2 releases to 1 a week?
yeah, because I was
So, like,
mentally.
things have just kind of been
Yeah.
snowballing for you.
So
Ended with us.
let's talk.
Yeah.
we could transition into that. You know, what's self-care look like for you guys? Because when we get these, we start building our platforms, sharing our message. You know, we want to communicate with other people. We want to do this and that. We got podcasts. And Rachel is considering getting fired up on the podcasting as well. You know, it's very important that we take care of ourselves and we ration our time out properly, because if you're like me, once you get to rolling, you don't stop until you just pretty much fall out. And
Sounds about right.
That's
Yeah.
I have suffered needlessly for years of due to extreme fatigue, exhaustion, mental exhaustion. It leads me to spiritual brokenness, and then I end up getting high because I'm so numbed up, exhausted, disappointed. I have so much self-disgust and loathing going on that I can't enjoy normal things in life because I got to be doing this, got to help this. Balance, man. There's nothing that I have to do today, that's so eminently important that I can't put it off till tomorrow.
Yes.
Right.
I just came off of again, me and Hickey have been doing this forever. And I think it was about 2021, especially like when COVID came and then everything was online. And everybody told me from the beginning, they were like, you are going to get burnout, Rachel. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. But you don't believe that because we're invincible. We're helping people. Yeah. And literally,
I'm managing this chaos just fine.
Yeah. I'm answering every phone call at 2:00 in the morning. I wake up to go to the bathroom. Somebody needs help, texting them, trying to be the savior for everybody.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's awful. A complex.
Yeah. I turn my phone off. I don't even look at it anymore, but I did suffer a year and a half of burnout.
If I don't answer this call, what's going to happen?
You're going to die. Yeah. Only one person died, and that was going to happen always. You know what I mean? Like I did have one person really died, but nobody's going to die. They're high. Yeah. They're going to be fine for 4 hours. You know what I mean? I'm kidding.
Arguably better than me, right? Yeah. Right? No.
Yeah. But
of course you're kidding.
Learning the balance was really hard because I just wanted to be that person for everybody. Like, definitely take a break. You don't have to do it all day long every day.
Right now, as I'm waiting for my tire, as I'm standing there, the level of anxiety I had about not getting here, like, was just, and as you're sitting here talking, both of you, I'm like, why was I so fucking stressed out? Right? Why was I doing that to myself? Right? And you're right. So check on me. Right? Yeah. Right. That's a check for me. And I was, and I know, and I'm telling myself they're going to be okay if I don't show up. If I'm 20 minutes or half hour late, they're going to be fine. There are a bunch of grown ass adults who do this for a living. They don't need me there. Right?
Well, we did. Hickey got kicked out and Jared was gone. But
somebody let me in.
I keep telling people that LOC is a thing. Lack of Chris syndrome. It's a real thing. And, I wish more people would acknowledge it. Right. Yeah.
LLC.
Loss of what?
Lack of Chris syndrome. That's what that is. Yeah. Yeah. Or lack of Chuck, if you're going to go with my radio personality. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, yeah.
Withdraws.
Yeah. Who's frozen?
Nobody's frozen.
So,
okay.
Chris is your real name. Chuck is
my real name. So yeah, when I first started this whole online share my shit to the world thing, I wanted to stay anonymous because I was telling ridiculous stories from addiction days. Some of them are just
he catfishing people.
Oh man,
I was not catfishing people. Your mom.
It is banana hammock.
Now I
hanging out with the monkeys. If you got a dog, you can.
I want to stay anonymous, and I just kind of kept that. And so when I got back into it again, it was just like, you know what? I've got this whole kind of brand started out. I just stuck with it, and now the monster's been created. Quite frankly, I don't care if people know my real name. It's Chris Hoarder. You can find me, whatever. But it started out this way, and now the monster's been created. And Chuck LaFlange has a much better media personality name, ring to it than Chris Hoarder does, right? Chris Hoarder is awkward and hard to say.
You're the only guy I know that's got an alter ego on here.
I do have it's my alter ego. It's funny because the alter ego has been around for much longer than my recovery has. I used to just use it for nefarious things. So now it's not. Now it's Chuck LaFlange. It sounds so much better than Chris Hoarder, right? And
yeah, but it's so confusing when you got fucking 4 Facebook profiles and we don't know which one is what.
I have 2 Facebook profiles. 2. Right, one of which, and the Chuck LaFlange I don't really use. I just use Ashes Awesome and Chris Hoarder, but yeah.
I was a little confused in the beginning.
Where did you come up with LaFlange at?
Do you want to? Okay, we were on acid. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's a good way to start it.
3 o'clock in the morning. We decided we're going to eat acid because I woke up. I was pissed off at my ex-girlfriend's boyfriend, so I figured we should all wake up and do acid. Right, that makes sense. I was 17 years old at the time, 18 maybe. And my buddy's girlfriend. So my last name for a long time was LaFont. It's because parents' marriage, whatever. There's a whole other story there, but it was LaFont. So
it's a Canadian thing.
That's a French Canadian thing. That was, but my buddy's girlfriend starts going LaFlange for 4 fucking hours. LaFlange, and then my middle name is Charles, so Chuck. And LaFlange was born that day, like 30 years ago now. So yeah.
See what happened was.
Well, just so we're all clear, I've always been Higgy because nobody can ever pronounce my last name, so they just call me Higgy.
What is your last name?
Higginbotham.
That's what
British. Higginbotham. Dr. Higginbotham. Robin Higginbotham. Robin Higginbotham.
I just have a whole new light for you now, Hick. I'm going to just start messaging you saying, hello, Mr. Higginbotham.
Hello, Mr. Higginbotham.
Everybody,
How are you?
So, Chuck, how do you say it? So I snorted it.
So I was just thinking that too, hey. The whole time they've been sitting here
As soon
talking
as I
about
heard her voice, and that's what I heard.
So
I snorted it.
I met this very close friend of mine now, who's actually turns out to be a close friend of mine, when I was at a treatment facility here in Thailand for trauma. I shouldn't say the name of it, even though everybody knows. Anyway, she's telling me this fucking story. Her ex-man at the time, or her ex-man, had been doing some mystery drug that he had been buying off the dark web. She had no idea what it was. So she found, I can't remember what they call it, in Britain, what they call it, but in Canada, they call it a flap, the little paper envelope that you make for dope or whatever.
Bindles.
She found one on the floor of the bathroom with this mystery drug in it that he promised that he had been not doing. So I snorted it. You fucking what?
I sampled it.
Yeah, so I snorted it.
Valid reason.
So now I've turned that into a little thing, actually. But yeah,
anytime we hear those accents, that's all I think of.
Yeah. So I snorted it.
I snorted it. Hi, Christy. Dallas, Texas in the house.
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas.
It's all the guns and racism. Sorry.
Anyways,
all the way from Thailand talking shit.
From Alberta, Canada is the same as Texas, pretty much, just with a few less guns. So yeah.
I like Southern accents.
Yeah.
Right.
Rachel and I were talking prior. I was really disappointed by now she doesn't have a Southern accent.
No, laugh. Right. I can say laugh, my laugh, like everybody, my laugh.
Lordy.
My laugh. I thought you were saying my laugh. So
no,
yeah.
My laugh. That's my laugh, not my laugh.
Say y'all one time.
Y'all.
What's up, y'all?
I could say some y'all and laugh.
I love the accents in Texas and anywhere down south.
Absolutely right. I'm with you on that one, Higgy. There's like you get like 2 free points just for having the accent, right? Yeah. If you were a 6, you went to an 8.
Georgia Peach.
As soon as I hear a drawl.
Georgia Peach.
Georgia Peach. And I'm getting naked, like just like that, right? Yeah.
Just like that.
It's gonna get weird.
Well, this is good, dude. What a great recovery topic for the night. Chuck and bananas, y'all. Texas accent.
Brian Perkovich says, "Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
Brian.
And Christy.
Brian P. from Wisconsin. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Christy Weddell says, I'm 9 years sober next month, and my accent will.
And your accent will
come through when I'm mad.
There you go.
Okay.
There you
go. Wait for the second part of that.
Accent, Christy? If it is, hit me up in the DMs. We can talk later. Yeah.
Are you gonna pay her to read you poetry?
Talk to me vigorously.
Shit.
Oh, Haley says, did you just make me an 8, Chuck? Haley, you were a 9 to start. Never mind, right? Come on, right? Yeah, that puts you to an 11. Yeah, absolutely.
I love my Haley.
Yeah. Okay, that got weird. So.
Yeah, my soul sister. I'll see you this weekend. Oh. We got Brooklyn in the house somewhere. David.
Somewhere.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Hey, you know what?
My
Said
accent.
about it.
I had why we're just topic hopping. Anyways, so before we got
You
into
make it
the
sound
whole,
so dirty.
before we got into the thing
Right?
about self-care, Higgy, I was just saying it was a shitty week, and this I had got I can't say a lot right now until like in the next few weeks, but like there's just life is turning around and things are just finally coming to just be. I don't know.
Is
What
it
is
what
it?
you texted? Is it what you
Yes.
texted me about?
Yes.
Okay.
I just have to
Good for you.
I have to, wait on it. But everything came through. I'm good, but it's just life is going to get a lot better and I'm not going to have to worry as much about stuff. But anyways,
Anyways, everything like flipped upside down. You got really stressed. You
yeah, that's
were
that's
taking
what
a
I
step
was
back, and then everything else that
that's
you
what I was
needed
saying,
just
like
fell into place.
everything was like that's why I had to like step
made
back
room.
because and then all of us because I was just overwhelmed with everything and there's too much shit going on and then
It's
I
okay.
took the week off. I just literally took the week off. I actually wasn't planning on doing this tonight, but I I know I needed to push through to do it. But I took the whole week off, and then as soon as I do that, then it's like everything lines up in place and just happens.
Isn't it
That's
so
a-
good
you know,
when
that-
those things happen?
Yeah,
There is.
it was
Be-
it was
being
awesome.
able- being able to unplug and take care of yourself is a skill that we all need to master.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because how much do we really need to be in, have our hands in at any given
Mhm.
time?
Yep. Let's see, Blair.
Yeah,
Who wants to read this comment?
I'll take it. I'm going to share
I'm
with
gonna
my
message
relapse.
you too, Blair, after this. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you.
Yeah. So I'm going to share my relapse. It started from this. I was having a bad day because I've had some people that were talking about me. I'm just sick of people telling other people this is about me that aren't true about me. Here's the thing about what other people think and say about you. It's none of your business,
Your business.
right? At the end of the day, if what people are going to talk about you, people are going to say things, people are going to think about you. People at the end of the day, just stay true to you is what I say, right? Anybody who knows you well enough to know to know the truth, they don't believe that shit anyway, right? So forget about
everyone that knows you, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't
Right.
matter what these random people say about you. There's a lot of haterism going on out there today.
Yeah.
People want to bring other people down instead of, empower them, help them, support them. The best thing you can do is not be that person. Retaliation is a waste of time. It really is effort and time, and it takes away from my spiritual condition as well. When I have anger and ill will in me, I'm not a nice person. I don't deal with people.
Compassion and resentment cannot
should.
occupy the same space.
Booyah. Very
And
nice.
if you knew me and you were friends with me enough, you wouldn't believe those lies. You would know the truth. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
go believe.
And if all else fails,
again,
I'm
believe it.
great for an alibi. First one's free. Right. So I'm just saying.
Christy
And
said,
if you're friends with me, I'll be quick to tell them who you really are. You need to watch your mouth.
Christy says, I'm writing a memoir of my story and I have to take purposeful breaks for mental health reasons. I would love to be on your podcast someday. Go to blacklistpodcast.com, fill out an intake form, and then same thing with Chuck.
Yeah. Go to a2apodcast.com. Same deal.
And then we will get back to you.
I'm going to put mine.
I'm not to that point yet. I'm not that organized. Just shoot me a message.
Listen,
I'll tell you what, we can talk about like the website that I use that I turned Jared onto as well. Holy shit, man. It's built for podcasters. It's got everything about it is built for podcasters. It's just absolutely amazing. Right.
Bro,
So
I just figured out Calendly.
Calendly's pretty good.
No, that
Calendly's pretty awesome.
That changed the game for us.
Damn straight.
That changed
Damn
the
straight.
game for us because before it was always like, okay, when are you free? And then they're going back and forth, and we're like trying to find all these dates.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, you know what? Here's the link.
Yeah.
This is my availability, and you either do it or you don't. Exactly.
You get to pick, right? So,
but Chuck did turn me on to the website that we use for the podcast, and like that's like perfect.
It's awesome,
everything that you need for a podcast, it's on there.
So, for instance, Higgy,
I
if
dig
you
it.
come to my to the website and pick an episode that you're in, there'll be an icon with your picture and a bio page about you on that website, on that episode page, right? And all my guests get that, right? So it's super cool.
That's
That was one
awesome.
of one of the many features on there, right? So after uploading to the platforms, the website gets about 10 minutes out of me, and it's absolutely, the everything's there. The YouTube videos embedded into the page, it's all there, right? So it's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where are we all streaming to? So other people can find.
Well, I know for us, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Where are you at, Chuck?
Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, of course. Right? You're on Spotify too, aren't you, Jared?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at something else. Yeah.
Or you mean here,
like the episode?
Were you talking about right now, Higgy? Or are you talking about like
where are we streaming to?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Facebook
Yeah,
and YouTube.
Yeah. Looks like everybody here is Facebook accounts plus YouTube for Higgy and YouTube for Jared and Brianna as well. Yeah. Blacklist.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
and that's the cool thing. Like is eventually it would be nice if StreamYard would eventually integrate being able to stream to TikTok and Instagram and whatnot.
I can stream to Instagram from here. I'm unsure on the quality of it.
Yeah, I heard that there's like a hack that you can do to get around all that, but I'm not sure, so I don't even attempt it.
I've got the premium StreamYard, and I can do I think.
So do we on this one, right? Yeah.
10
we're on the middle one.
Oh, that's why you've got.
If we go to the premium, we can also record in 1080 and 4K. And this one we can only go up to 720. Which I tried I did the 7-day free trial on the premium, and you could definitely tell the difference from the 720 to the 1080.
There you go. Well, let's get ourselves a sponsor for BlakAsh and make them pay for that, right?
Yeah,
we should be able to do that easily.
It's 50. What is it, Higgy? $50 a month?
$50. The reason I got it is because I can have 2 cameras, so I can have in studio guests.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
That's something that we're trying to work out with her.
Because if you use StreamYard and the person is using StreamYard like on their phone, it's too close, it backfeeds real bad. So have a two camera setup is perfect.
Yeah, when we do it, like if she has to be in a different room because it'll feed back right off.
100%.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of started doing this on the couch. It's more comfortable. I got to move everything from the studio out. Well, I do it, but
I don't help with it.
But it's nicer because we're able to be on one track, and whatnot, and I don't worry about a lot of stuff.
And it's comfortable.
It's very comfortable. I could sit here and just. I was massaging her feet earlier. If I don't know if somebody saw.
I did notice that. I was like, aren't they just the cutest?
Every day I got a little foot massage.
The week before on this foot talk that went on, I'm like,
oh my
God,
Jesus.
Every week.
Well, my socks aren't that bad. My socks aren't smelly enough for him yet.
I was looking at your feet, and I was thinking maybe I can smell them. Can I smell your feet?
Sniff it right up.
Higgy,
sniff it.
Higgy doesn't. It's an inside joke. We had a childhood friend of mine. I had a childhood friend of mine who had a foot fetish, and he asked me one day to smell my feet while he played video games.
What?
Did you pay for it?
No,
I paid for it.
I didn't do it. No, we're just
it's free, man. Come on.
We're just sitting there, and he's just like, "Can I smell your feet? I have like a foot fetish. The smellier, the better." And I'm like, "Dude, you're one of my best friends, but no."
That is insane.
Go buy a bag of nachos, stick your face in there.
So now every time that feet get brought up, fucking Chuck's got to go into this whole thing.
Yeah.
You went into it. I just made reference.
I went into rubbing her feet. I didn't say anything else about it.
Yeah, well,
I know. And Haley's still over there talking about she has PTSD from that live.
Yeah, I can imagine. That was pretty wicked. That was like all sorts of crazy things happened there. That was a games night, right? Yeah, that was a games night.
Yo, can we?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not going to blow this up.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
So
do it.
Haley just like, I'm not going to do it. It took 2 do-its and I'm doing it. You guys really twisted my arm. So Haley had just said, Jared, I still have PTSD from that live. Ha ha ha. And I know Matt Keegan does too over your feet. Let me just say, I am so glad that Matt Keegan and Ben publicized that, or made it public that they're dropping a song together.
Did they? I didn't even catch that.
He told us about it that Friday, and I've been keeping my mouth closed about it. I keep wanting to ask, and now I can.
Can't wait.
Now I
Did they
can.
give a release date for that one yet?
He said sometime next week, and then he said maybe the week after. So I don't think anything's set in stone yet.
Did you see the Sunny in a Sidecar meme I made for Ben? Do you happen to catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that.
Recovered my spot.
Yeah. How's that for recovery metaphor, Ben?
Benjamin Lerner went live real quick yesterday. It was like less than a minute. And he had his
Okay.
son Max in his arms. And he said, I can't keep it in any longer. I want to tell you guys,
Nice.
and he let
Nice.
everybody know that him and Matt were releasing a song together.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That is. It is.
Where is Ben, anyways? New York?
Vermont.
Vermont? Yeah.
Vermont.
Yeah.
Vermont. He actually ain't that far from us.
Yeah.
No. And Matt's in
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this? What's the state with the potatoes?
Idaho.
And I'd have pimped.
Idaho.
Fuck yeah! It's been like 10 years. 10 fucking years.
He answered so
Oh,
quick. He's like, I'm going to answer first.
Well, I lived I lived in Boise for a
You
little
called
bit.
yourself a hoe.
I know. I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
hoe, Idaho.
I'd have pimp. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Idaho.
Sorry.
What's the state that eats cats and dogs? Sorry. All right. I'm not gonna say it no more.
You guys are
Oh, my
hilarious.
It's a third world country. It's not a
I know.
This is a third world country.
It's a third world
listen.
country.
Thailand, right?
Right? Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you
I'm in
at?
Thailand. Fresh food is cheaper than processed food. I could pay COD for anything to my door. I pay my power bill at 7-Eleven. Who's living in a third world in the country
What?
right now? Right? Like I'm saying, things are doing pretty
7-Eleven.
good here. Yeah, I pay my rent at the 7-Eleven too, believe it or not.
Trapping at the 7-Eleven. Jeez.
Yeah.
the 7-Eleven, huh?
Yeah. There's 8,000 7-Elevens in Thailand. Like
No
they're literally
kidding.
every 5
Really?
minutes. Yeah. They're everywhere. It's just the craziest thing.
Have you
And they're
watched
like,
any of his videos?
I
Any of
don't.
Chuck's?
Do you think I pay attention to 7-Elevens?
He went to 7-Eleven with Sonny in a sidecar, and he said, "Oh, normally the kids run up and say hi, but there was nobody here today."
yeah. We go to 7-Eleven every day. Sonny and I do.
Yeah,
Get us a little-
I watch Sonny's videos. I don't watch yours, Chuck.
Have you
I'll be honest.
have you picked up on the language, Chuck?
No.
Yeah, my pet.
My bad.
Yeah, my pet.
No,
my
but-
pet. I can say my pet, Kapkun Kop, which is thank you very much, or Kop would be a more casual thank you, and Sawadee Kop, which is good day.
Saturday cap.
Why did that all,
Sawadee
why did
Kap.
that all sound the
Saturday
same?
cap.
Yeah, without the P on
They
the
all
end if
sound
you're a
the
lady
same.
saying
They
it.
all sound the
Saturday
same.
cap.
If you're a lady saying it, it would be Sawadee Ka. If it's a
Sawadee
guy, it's
Ka.
Sawadee Ka.
Haley,
Yeah.
he buys
Yeah.
airfare at 7-Eleven. Jesus Christ.
And
Speaking of
Kapkun Kop.
airfare, have you figured that out yet?
Yeah. So I
Oh,
leave
yeah,
actually
you go back home.
tomorrow. No, tomorrow morning I fly to Kuala Lumpur for like 5 hours, and then I come home
You know,
to extend my visa here in Thailand.
Yeah.
You have to
Oh, why
leave
did I
by
think you
air.
had to go home for
Are you
that?
really
Good
going to
for
play with koalas, or is Jared just over here?
Kuala
Fucking
Lumpur
shit.
is a city in
Oh.
Malaysia.
He's gonna go
Um,
play with
you. Do they have
koalas.
koalas?
So I just because you have to leave and
Right
come
now,
back
we're
on an
both
airplane
stuck on
to
the
renew your
koalas.
visa.
Like, are you going to see
Well,
something?
is there a way that you can permanently do that where you don't have to do that shit?
If I can come up with the money for an education visa, which is to be about $1,500 US, that'll buy me a year where I have to do like an English or a Thai language course, which would be amazing to do. That gives me a year-long
I would
education
love that.
visa. So yeah, and hey, I live here. It'd be pretty cool to know the language, both written and spoken, right? You know,
How are
it'd be pretty damn cool indeed. But
how are cigarettes compared to Canada?
they're much closer to American actually, and their prices are like, if you go to 7-Eleven, it's about about $4 a pack, I guess. No, $3 a pack. But if you go to the little corner stores, and I'm starting to get the layout a little bit more here, you get them for $200 a carton, so that's about 80 cents a pack. Yeah, Canadian, so about 50 cents American.
Shit, here unless we go to the res, you $14, $15 a pack.
Yeah.
Easy.
Same
But
with
that's
back
why
home.
we go to the res for her, and it's what
Yeah.
it's
$27
$27 for a carton.
Yeah, right. So
Thank God
Rachel,
I
are
don't.
you still vaping?
Okay.
Thank God I don't smoke.
Rachel,
I
do
don't
you hear
smoke.
Higgy?
Huh?
Are you still vaping, Rachel?
No, I don't do anything. Well,
Good for you.
I drink coffee. I drink coffee and energy drinks, but no vaping, no smoking, none of it.
I'm 90 days free of the vape myself. I did that for like
Awesome.
6
The
years.
vape's hard to get off of.
Not as hard as cigarettes.
I think the vape's pretty hard. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to own vape shops, right? Like before I went back into active addiction, I was like, I owned 4 vape shops.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Travis Ball says, Chuck, what led you to Thailand? Before you answer that really quick, Jim Winger says, Brianna, never mind. She's already answering the damn question for me. Forget me. Chuck, what led you to Thailand?
Okay, well, here, we'll do a plug too for my sponsor, Yatra. So I had a guest on the show, Mike Miller, who runs the Yatra Trauma Treatment Center here in Thailand. At the end of our recording, he said, you've got some shit you need to deal with, and he offered me a scholarship to come to Thailand. If I could get the airfare together, I could come take advantage of a 30-day all expense paid scholarship to get my trauma treated. So I did that. And in the time between him suggesting it to me and me finally figuring out how to get there with help from my family, get here with help from my family, he was talking about how cheap it is to live here. Right? So podcasting and content creation does not pay well in the beginning. A year into it, still doesn't pay well, but I can't see myself doing anything else. I just can't. Like, it's just, what else am I going to do with my time and for a living? I love doing this so much, and there's so much. It's more rewarding than anything I could possibly do. So, when he was telling me about how cheap it was to live here, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it." So now I live in a half duplex. It cost me $140 Canadian, so like $100 US a month, and it's like 2-level duplex. I've got a yard. I've got like. It's crazy. It's crazy how inexpensive it is to live here, right? And eating $4 or $5 a day, and I eat like a king, right? So it's amazing.
What's the weather like? Is it nice all year round?
Yeah, they have high and low season. Low season gets rainy, but like even then, I haven't lived through the rainy season. But what I'm told is like it rains for 10, 15 minutes at a time, stops, dries up, does it again a little bit.
Sounds like Florida.
Yeah. Well, I imagine it is, right? They're basically right there, right? As far as latitude goes.
Equator.
Right? Yeah, in relation to the equator, right? So it's pretty amazing. It's 6 o'clock sunset, 6 o'clock sunrise. That varies by like half an hour over the course of a year.
Your eyes are watering.
Right. So it's pretty cool.
Don't you're not allowed to talk the rest of the time.
We're done.
He's not allowed to talk anyway.
Since
hold on, hey, you're not allowed to talk. Higgy, Chuck was telling you he had room for you in his house.
Oh, Haley, I
told you he's got the second floor. Everything. No, I said Higgy.
Oh, Higgy, you can have the main floor. There's no air conditioning down there.
I'm working on getting my passport because I want to go to Canada.
Fuck Canada. Why would you want to go to Canada? It's cold and shitty.
I have a love interest up there.
Yeah, I'm working on getting my pardon so I can go to Canada. Y'all won't.
Well, I'm a felon. I don't know how to get in. I don't want to just sneak in.
It depends on, what your best bet is to try driving across. That is no point. If you've got like a real felon, like real criminal activity on your thing, just try driving. They'll either let you or they won't, and you're fine. But if you go to fly, they check everybody. So, that's the key there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Since we were
what part of Canada? What part of Canada?
Saskatoon.
Saskatchewan. Oh yeah. Okay.
Saskatchewan. Yeah.
Somebody you met through
Canada
through Hard Knocks,
somebody I've known for years.
Okay.
Dying to meet.
I'm actually the last of my days up until like I got clean were in Regina, so just 2 hours south of there, right?
Yeah.
We Brianna and I went to Canada. Well, we tried to go to Canada for our first date, and that didn't happen.
Tell us what happens. Tell us what happens. I love this story.
Brianna, tell us what happens because you were going to say it.
I got detained at the border.
You got detained?
First date.
But listen, the universe fucking works out because all their computers were down and the guy didn't feel like processing the paper and putting it in the system and seeing that I was on probation and getting violated. So they took my name and a copy of my ID and just let me go.
But
probation never found out nothing.
We're like going to walk across and
I knew I couldn't get in. I was just gonna try.
we were gonna walk across, and she goes in front of me, and like I have to wait out of this glass door. And next thing you know, she's like, they're walking her across the damn parking lot, and I'm just like,
They're escorting me. I got two people.
I'm
just
sitting here like,
crossing the road.
what the hell am I? What's going on? What am I supposed to do? So then I walk in there, and the guy was like, I was like, well, it makes no sense for me to come in. You guys just took her. I was like, so I need to turn around and go out. And they're like, oh, okay, you need to pay $1. So in order to get back in, you have to pay $1. You have to go out, pay $1 to get back into the States. So,
she was buying brunch. She was buying supper though. What the hell?
Anyways, so I went through, but I was like a good 45 minutes, and I was like freaking the fuck out because I'm like, where are they taking you? What are you doing? Like, what's happening? and
we're sent me back with my permission slip.
Yeah.
Bringing these papers.
So
she's off to Gitmo.
And, we were in Niagara Falls, we were like, well, let's just try to go across. And we were like, oh, that didn't happen.
Listen, if my probation officer, I didn't get in trouble for trying to go over there because I should have gotten in trouble for trying to leave the country. They must have never put any of my stuff in the system because he never found out I tried going, never found out I got detained, nothing. Because the computers weren't working, so they couldn't process me or do any of the paperwork or anything. They just
they're not gonna do any extra work.
No,
the system's
Canadians. They're not.
Well, and that was they were still so they were requiring. There was the website you had to go on, and they were requiring you to upload your driver's license, and you had to upload your COVID card because you had to do all that. So when you go there, they're supposed to pull it up in the system and see that you did everything right. But the system was down, so they couldn't do that.
Oh no, they pulled it up. Do you want to know how bad we wanted to go to Canada, even though I knew I couldn't get in because I had a felony?
Are you really gonna say it?
I took a picture of his COVID test.
We're not endorsing anything.
Emailed it to my friend. She printed it out, whited out his name, put my information on it, changed the date so it looked a little different, sent it back to me, and that's what I uploaded.
We are crafty, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Right.
We are not giving any
I bet she's got some aliases too, doesn't she?
Just for entertainment purposes only.
Do you have an alias?
No.
Now they went away with that, so now you don't need it no more. But back then,
there's a Brianna LaFleur out there somewhere. Brianna Papadopoulos.
So
there we go.
Chuck, it's 10:23 here, so you were 15 minutes late. So why don't we?
I was 15 minutes late.
Can we get you want to start wrapping it up?
Since it's let's start wrapping it up. Yeah. Something your mom's never said. Sorry.
Oh. Who was the person that needed prayer?
That was for Blair. Why don't we take a minute, do that, and then we'll get into daily gratitudes. Yeah.
Rachel, will you pray?
Sure. I'd love to pray.
All right.
Dear kind Father in heaven, we just come to you this night and ask you in prayer to just wrap your arms around Blair and just help him as he's gone through to just get the courage and the strength to come back into recovery. And we ask you, Lord, that you just wrap your arms around Lorena also as she's really struggling and needing some help, and just show your tender love and guide and mercy and just your love that you have for us all, so that we can feel that comfort tonight. And we ask all just some prayers for the addict who's out there still suffering, that you may help them find their way to the light. We ask you, Lord, that you pray for those in recovery that are doing well, that they can continue to do well and to be strong. And one more thing, God, we just pray and ask that person who might be thinking about going out tonight can just have the Holy Spirit guide them into keeping themselves safe tonight. And we say these things, Father in heaven, in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
That was a first on BlakAsh Radio. We never had that happen.
It really was. Yes, it was.
I'll always pray.
You guys.
Listen,
let's do daily gratitudes.
Let's do some daily gratitudes. Yeah. So we'll start with you, Rachel. It's ladies first, and you are a guest. So what you got for some daily gratitudes today?
Gratitude. I just love being sober. I love that my dog has chills on the back of my bed. I'm so grateful. My oldest is turning 17, and I get to be present for that. I took my 15-year-old last week to get her driver's permit, and I just show up today for my kids. If I say I'm going to be there, I'm there. I might be stuck on my phone somewhere, but I'm there. And I'm just grateful for God, relationship with higher power, and for sobriety, and for you guys just to be able to be here with Higgy tonight. We haven't chatted this much in a while, so that was awesome. I could talk about gratitude all night. I just love all you guys.
It's awesome.
So much gratitude.
Higgy, being a guest, we'll get yours next. Yeah.
I'm grateful for God, my recovery, my son, second chances. I'm grateful for my job, grateful for my relationships I have in my life today. I'm grateful for any semblance of balance that I can find in my life. I'm grateful for the ability to say no today. Grateful for everything that I found out about you guys tonight, and the intricacies of living in Thailand. You never know. I may end up over there and just pay you a visit. And once you're in Thailand, you're kind of like central to a lot of different cool places over there too, right?
True story.
I love to travel. I'm grateful for the ability to travel, to come and go as I please, and I'm grateful to be a sober-minded body today, and have a connection to my higher power.
It's wonderful. Brianna?
Grateful for all of you guys too, by the way.
Oh, okay. Are you done now? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. Sorry.
We would be grateful if you stopped talking. That's what Chuck wanted to say.
Weird, right? Yeah. Okay. No, just kidding. Brianna, what you got for some gratitudes?
Oh, Jesus.
With a deep sigh, she says.
She's grateful that I rubbed her feet.
Yeah.
I'm kind of grateful for it too. I had a great time with that.
I am. A couple weeks ago, I said I hate when people say life on life terms. Fuck it. But today, I am grateful to be living life on life's terms. Pretty much, That's what I'm grateful for.
That's good.
Sometimes it sucks, and I want to punch life, but you know what? Things work out how they're supposed to, and even when we're in the middle of the shit, it's gonna clear up. It's gonna all work out. So.
Absolutely.
I always remember it's been way, way worse.
Way worse. Right?
And when
worse.
When she's talking about punching the shit, she's talking about punching me.
No.
So
I don't know.
I've never put my hands on chairs.
I'm just saying. Right? Yeah.
Like never. You
don't get a cookie for that. You know that, right? Like that's not like I've never.
I know. I've been arguing with
people
about
just so you know, I'm never going to beat him up.
Supposed to do, right? Right? Yeah. So anyway,
she hasn't tried to murder you in your sleep, has she?
Yeah, really. You should buy her a necklace because she has not tried to kill you in your sleep, right? Like
I don't share the blankets with him. That's about all I did do.
No. Normally we share the blankets, obviously. And this morning I left early this morning for work, and I came back and I went to lay down, and she wouldn't fucking give me the blanket. So I had to go into the kids' room and get another blanket to cover up with because she wouldn't share the damn blanket with me.
Do you want to know what's funny? I was probably thinking about it last night because I woke up and I bought 3 comforters off of Amazon last night and don't remember doing it.
So now we're going to have more than enough blankets. So
I used to drunk shop and shit all the time on Amazon. I'd wake up and trip over a crock pot. Like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
She shops in her fucking sleep. She'll wake up and be like, oh, I guess I did shopping last night. Like,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I ordered us some California king size blanket. So
Ooh, there you go. Yeah. There'll be more to share with Jared.
This is Chuck telling you to shut up so I can go.
And I will say this though, Brianna, if it was me, there'd be blankets be on the floor. We wouldn't need that shit.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. So it's time for my gratitude since you're on my girl. Oh man, I
got off uncomfortable quick.
Higgy, this is normal. He at least hits on her at least 2 or 3 times every Friday.
Listen, last week he was on his best behavior. He did not once.
That was very true. Last week was the first time.
I left a little sad.
Don't tell him that. Do not tell him that. So I am grateful for
What?
fucking Chuck. I'm grateful for
You and me, Brianna. Yeah.
I thought you had a thing for Jamie. Jamie DeLudo.
I love Jamie. Hey,
love Jamie.
sister.
he's got a thing for. I think he's got if she's got lips and a hair, he got it. So
You guys are terrible.
Lips and a hair.
No.
Just one single hair. One single hair. You just need a hair on your head.
You know what it is? I mean, I'll shoot straight up.
Or a hair lip.
I totally enjoy making people around me feel good.
Yeah.
And flirting with women, it's never a real thing. When it's real, you'll know. Trust me, you'll fucking know. It's about making people feel good, right? And why wouldn't I? Right?
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Finally, we can talk about what I'm grateful for.
Yeah. Come on, Jared.
Not everything's about you.
Are you done yet? Or right? Yeah.
I'm grateful for every one of you guys.
And I'm grateful for. Okay, sorry, I thought you were done. Okay.
I'm grateful for this. Like I said before, I wasn't planning on coming on tonight.
Are you done yet?
I'm trying to be serious for a second.
I was just going to ask when it's like.
I'm trying to be.
Right.
I'm trying to be.
Lay it on us.
Chuck, listen,
I will. That's what you get for laughing at him earlier.
Chuck, I will hit that in stream before you get to do your outro.
Or I'll talk after it.
Okay.
I'll make him talk.
Anyways, for real though, like I said earlier, I didn't plan on coming to this earlier throughout the week. So, and I told Brianna, I was like, I'm gonna get stuff situated for tonight, and she goes, I thought you weren't planning on it, and I said, yeah, but I know I need to. I was like, and sometimes it's when I don't want to the most is when I got to do it. So I'm very grateful that I did it and it came on, but I'm just grateful for self-care because I took a step back and I took this week off, and some of the biggest things and the greatest things are coming in the near future. So I'm grateful for just the way the universe works. So.
I want to know.
No kidding, eh? No kidding.
You will know. You will know soon.
Yes.
Stay on after we end this, and you can find out.
Yeah.
I was just going to say
I just can't.
He means like 5 minutes, as in soon.
I just can't publicly. I can't publicly say it yet because
You get to tell us when we get off. Hurry, Chuck. Come on, I want to know. Do you think, Chuck?
People are getting off. Did we talk about that for a second? No. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I know, Higgy, man. It gets so much worse too.
It does.
You just wrap it up. I mean,
here we are again.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
Hey, Higgy.
I am grateful. I'm grateful for Sonny, for my dog, Sonny, and everything he brings to my life. He just every day it's better and better. Check him out, guys. Sonny in the sidecar. It's a bit of a plug there, but we document our travels around Thailand and we have some fun with it. So anyway, I am grateful to every single person who continues to like, comment, share, support anything you guys are doing. Subscribe, hit the button down there. Anytime you do any one of these things, you're getting me a little bit closer, us a little bit closer to living our best lives. Our best lives are to make a humble living, spreading the message. The message is this. If you're in active addiction right now, today could be the day. Today could be the day that you start a lifelong journey. Reach out to a friend, reach out to a family member, call into detox, pray, go to church. I don't care. Do whatever it is you have to do to get that journey started because it is so much better than the alternative. If you have a loved one who's suffering addiction right now, you just take a minute or you've just taken the time to listen to this kind of crazy conversation. If you just take one more minute out of your day and text that person, let them know they're loved. Use the words.
You are loved.
That little glimmer of hope just might be the thing that brings them back.